Good morning, folks. It's 3:29 a.m. Thursday, September 14th. Excuse me. Happy coffee time. 3:30. 3:29. That's 923. Elder understanding, and 3 is happiness of people coming together. Happiness, joy, people coming together. And 0 is completion for 3:30. 0 is completion. And 33 is the devil elder's number of joy and happiness. So, but it's almost always about people. People getting together. People have a lot of 3s. If you look at basic numerology, the meaning of it, the Pythagorean theorem, 3 is more relative to joy. People coming together. You have 3s in your life. You'll be meeting people, talking about things that are usually positive. It's like a gift for many people. It's like a big gift. So 033 is completion of a gift. Strong gift. And 329, that's the elder understanding about making people happy, or a gift. I've been explaining for years now, excuse me, who you are, who you really are, what you can do, what's out there, the fields of energy, spirit, sentient energy through the body. I've proven it with medical equipment to doctors, excuse me, to doctors, to psychiatrists, and I have brought it into court, but not like I'm about to do starting today. I have a deposition today. I'm not going to be talking about things said in the deposition. However, this is a part of this last process I have to be here for. I am taking the truth of the metaphysical world, which is most of what exists, to court. These quantitative electroencephalograms and other ones we're doing, I'll be taking those into court. I will be going up to a jury, a judge, opposing lawyers. My lawyers, I'm upset about the way things happen sometimes, but they understand. They're good people. It's just that I have issues with the billing department. You know, that's kind of normal. Anyway, they understand me. But that takes just a little while. First couple of times you listen to me, it's like, this guy's saying some stuff that is off the wall. I've never heard it before, but something about it just seems to fit somehow. And that's because it's the truth of who you are, what's going on around you, and what you can do. Why things are the way they are, how they're changing, and why. Excuse me. The last thing I had to do is bring this to a court of law. And my sister wasn't made to do what she did to me. It was her doing. She's like that. She's had many lives attacking me. No problem. At the end of the game, there's one person standing. In this case, it's hard for me to stand, so I'll be standing and sitting, and the other person will be gone. But honestly, I won't be standing in this body. So, but I'm going to literally put in front of a jury and everything else, the metaphysical world. This is happening for a reason, folks. All of you more than you think you are. All of you have been oppressed all your lives. That's already started coming away. I told you the field is part of me. It is. It's literally coming at me from all over. It's inside. It goes through everything, but it's pulling in harder on me right now because I need it. When I start doing the videos or consults and I get cranked up, that's what does it. It's part of me, but I consider me the thing that's talking to you, that's inside this body. All alone now, not having the spirit that used to be here from the planet. She's fine, she's happy. She's fine, she's happy enough. She's relaxing and healing, mad about what's been done to her, and cruising around. She's waiting, she's watching, waiting for things to change. Things are nutty here. She mostly hangs around M66. There were some issues there too. I mean, you can't change from an old format of abuse to a new format of compassion, understanding, and equality without really without a lot of power, without a lot of destruction. Nothing you ever see, it's energy. If you destroy energy, if you could destroy electricity, what would you see? Nothing. That's why nobody will even know what's happening, which is fine. It just keeps getting better until they get home, which is who they really are, where they really live anyway. That's everyone, all of us. Good. Minimum impact. Original first being male and female didn't want me to be too popular, a little bit here and there, but they had to have that control, beat me up, and make sure I did exactly what they wanted. My own energy coming off me when I'm in a body, the field is hard for them to deal with. They have to suppress me in a body when I first get in it. And then they have to maintain that through my life until the end, like my last one. That was a horrible life. I was a fighter. A third of my size this life, especially with this cirrhosis, tear me apart. Anyway, I'm kind of happy. I'm finally hitting on what I need to do. I can fix stuff when I get out of here. I don't have to be here, but that's how it's being set up, and I can't do anything about it. And I've never been one to stop what I'm doing. Stop, take a break. Got to go to sleep. Got to rest from time to time, but so now I'll be explaining to a jury and a judge and everyone else in the court. This is all being recorded, including today. Today's just the deposition. What the metaphysical world is. My sister's lawyer will want to tear me apart. You can't believe in this, it's not real. Or you think you're a psychic? Oh, it's not going to come out like that. He's an intelligent person. He's a buckhead lawyer, man. Not a problem. This is the face of fear. This is the face of temporary joy to get to this point. I told all of you that when that change was coming, to a few of them, to a few of you, I've actually promised this is going to happen. I can promise you now it's going to happen. I told you it would. I don't like to make a promise. Promises are hard to keep. Promises are hard to keep. Whoa, excuse me. Promises are hard to keep when you're in a body. You can do everything you can. You can say, well, I'm going to be here right there at this time for you, and we're going to, I'll help you build a bench. And then all of a sudden, you have a wrecking away over it. You don't make it. Well, you failed on your promise. Hey, things happen. Things that are not in your control. When I'm out of my body, totally different. I'll always make the best decision I can for everyone. I don't matter. I just am. I'm a picnic chair. You can have lunch on it, okay? A picnic table. It's the people at the picnic, the trees, the animals. That's my concern. Kind of funny. Most people, when they go in for a deposition, are probably kind of nervous or something. I'm just like, bring it. I was talking with my lawyer. She's so cool. She said, Jay, you know, you're a wonderful person. We love you, but you talk. I said, don't worry. I said, I'll be to the point. Drop it down. I don't just know what I'm saying. The field is stronger in me than it's ever been, because it has to be. This is important. This is the last thing of what I'm leaving, other than all these quantitative electroencephalograms. And finally, the DNA stuff. Looks like that might come out. Okay, I got shut down from saying that real quick. That might not come out before I die, and I'm being given a little bit of a rough feeling in my heart. Anyway, I would prefer it that way anyway. You think I want to talk to someone who's like a reporter? You changed DNA, it's never happened before, and I look at him, you know what I'm going to say? I love you, and I go, frack off. No, actually I'll say, well, no, that's how I'd say it. I love you, but why don't you go frack off? I've had people trying to get me on shows and stuff, and I said, man, just leave it alone. Just let it be. Folks, the spheres, I apologize for the length it's taken to get this last batch out, but it's about to be handled. I can get back on them tomorrow. Today's deposition, I'm going to come home. I'm going to get the crap beat out of my head while I get things rearranged in the sphere center. So tomorrow I'll have the spheres. Tomorrow night I'll have all the spheres done. Excuse me. And then Deanna will get them out either. What's today? Thursday. I got to try to get those done tonight. See, again, what it's talking about, promises. I need to hurry up and do this, but you know, I start getting hammered on my head, where I can't hardly stand, and I am sick as hell. Then it screws me up. That's why it takes any time. Otherwise, I'd have them done 2 days, 3 days later. Excuse me. Well, I need to run, make this short. Got to render this, get it on the, excuse me, get it on the internet, and get cleaned up, breakfast, go to the deposition. I never knew those things last up to 7 hours. That's another nice thing about not lying. You tell it like it is. Chip's gonna meet me for the first time tomorrow. I already know him. He's been my son before. He'll understand. He'll fight like hell. Try to beat the case, but you really can't. There's a certain amount of stuff that's going to happen on this one, and then the next case, I've got the lawyer set aside for that. That's the criminal case. You have to have faith in yourself to wake up, become who you are, and you develop it over time. I'm shoving it in people's faces, not being rude, not being mean, not actually putting it in their nose, but I'm holding it up and standing like a wall. Metaphysical is real. They don't have to deal with it, but they can't go against it. Told you I'm going to prove all this stuff before I go. There'll be someone that just says, I don't know. If he was like this, he'd be God. There is no God. Never was. No devil. Just the original first being. Split itself in half. You were dealing with male and female halves. You're not anymore. Sometimes when the children get away from the parents, they're finally on their own, they stand up on their own, and they become stronger. Especially when they've been dominated so hard and they finally have the chance to relax, to breathe, and for once just to be themselves and flow in that direction. And when you're your normal self, spirit, sense, energy, you flow. It's like the electricity running through a wire. You can't see it with your physical eyes, but you can see it with your others. You can feel it with your heart. You can know it through your solar plexus, because it gets information through the field. It's a basic knowing, and the scanner. I'm leaving all of you with what you need to go forward. When I get home, I'll have a hammer. Hammers are used for two things: building and destroying. All of you are helping to build a new creation, a new format, a new way of life in this third dimension. There's a lot of people here with a lot of powerful spirit inside, with a ton of heart. There's a lot of people with very strong soul spirit, incredibly good seers. I mean, incredible people. They're more specialized. They were a smaller part of the original field of essence they came from, and they developed that. I know some real powerful seers, people with heart that's incredible. Source isn't the end all of anything. It's got the most power, that's all. Power is the thing. It's a responsibility. If it's not used properly, it causes a lot of grief, abuse, devastation. Take a look at my lawsuit. Excuse me. My sister was given power of attorney and executorship of a will. And then she used that in a situation. My poor mom was so sick. She, after 2 years, my mother and dad were married for 60-something years. They would never have married anyone else. And Dad died in the house, and all Mom wanted to do was die in the house. But Jill, my sister, she said, okay. Dad, when my father died, Mom fell apart 2 weeks later. She was mentally, gone. She, quote unquote, lost her jag. So I'm not laughing about it at all. That's a sad thing, man. She beat the crap out of me all my life, hounded me every day, all day. Verbal abuse, physical sometimes. But after Dad died, then she finally realized what she was being told is that, I was trying to take him away from her. That's what was done to her. Her soul's really cool. Really cool. All she wanted to do is be able to die in the same house that her husband built for her, and then she was sick. My sister was running a hospice. She was the head nurse on a hospice. She was running certain stuff in there. That's how the story goes over there anyway. So, I can't believe anything she says anyway. But she was like head nurse or something. And so she told Mom, I'm going to put you in the... Well, first couple of weeks after, I think it was maybe about a month after my father died, Jill already got Mom to sign a POA, power of attorney. So Jill would be in charge of Mom's legal affairs, and then once she did that, then she told Mom, because Mom told me, she told Mom, I'm going to put you in a home. I'll take care of you at work. I'm going to put you in a hospice. You're going to stay there. And she said, no, please don't do that. I don't want to die in this house. Mom called me up. She was all freaked out about it. So Jill said, put me on one of the large bank account. So my mom did. She wasn't clear-headed thinking whatsoever. She's afraid. Jill's always been a bit of a arrogant, abusive, bully person. What I'm pushing for is let's get a psychiatric review of myself and of her and put that in court. That's what I want. I've been through 2 boards of psychiatrists. 2 of them. Both of them. Kick ass, man. Get out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's see what they say about her. I don't have fear. I don't have any use for it. I don't have hope. I'm not made to hope. Maybe that's a bad thing in some ways. I'm a thing that's was produced, to create, to facilitate. I'm not normal. I'm not important. I'm a thing. I have a job. I'm finally about to do it. I mean, finishing the court thing, yeah, but I'm talking about when I get out of here. Man, I can't wait. Having more of the field inside me, it is part of me. I'm not part of it, it's part of me. It is intelligent, and it's not attached to this body. And now that I have it inside me, just moving through me, and I can't talk to it. It's like understanding, going back and forth. I feel great. Well, I'm tired, I'm sick, but inside I feel great. If you had a semi-long walk on your property to go from your front door to the mailbox, say, I'm out the door and I'm putting my feet on the slabs of slate to get to the mailbox. A lot of people, when I first started doing this, thought that when I tell you at the end of the video that I love you, that's, well, I don't know what they even call them, like the catchphrase or something or others, I don't know, that I did it. It's about getting the public's attention or something, I don't know. I don't even think like that. I don't hold on to a thought like that because it's useless to me. I am what I am. And when you don't lie, you don't need a memory. It's amazing. Anyway, look, I'll leave you alone and Deanna would be trying to get back to sleep again. Deanna is mostly animal spirit inside, animal essence. It's hard for her to sleep. She'll take literally a cat nap during the day, Spanish siesta when she can. And then at night she's sleeping, but not really sleeping, just like animals, nocturnal animals. They take a nap during the day when they can, and then at night, they try to rest, but they're up too. They're awake. Anyway, folks, look, man, love you. Hope you have a good day. I'm almost done with this. So, you do what after I'm gone. I mean, now, but after I'm gone, you do whatever you want. I mean, the same for now, but after I'm gone, you do whatever you want. But I built you a highway. You're going to have no excuse not to wake up. As long as you want to wake up, you're going to have no excuse other than you were afraid to try. Don't be that person. It doesn't take muscle. Excuse me. It doesn't take hair. A good head of hair. It doesn't take a genre, male or female. It doesn't take whatever, an incredible scholar type knowledge. No. It just takes you sitting in a chair relaxing, laying down relaxing, sitting or standing by the water. It's best to be sitting and relaxing though. You want to disengage the conscious mind and just relax. You open up. When you relax and open yourself up, not worrying about nothing, that field is going right through you. The more you relax, the more you're matching your frequencies to go inside the field, which is what a lot of people call the Akashic Records. It's the field, it's the energy, it's the knowledge of everything that's happened since the very first life, and a little more is there waiting for you. That's a gift. The field working for you, to help you. When you go to astral project and you literally come out of the pineal going out there to go look at something, sometimes we come out of the crown and go long distance traveling. You can see through the scanner really far, just basically in this dimension. When you go to do that, the field builds up energy behind you and pushes it out. There's some folks in China that have actually proven that when someone goes to astral project and they've developed their ability to do it, or remote view, they've developed their ability to do that. And when it happens, the photons in the room, what our way of measuring light particles, okay, it's an off science, but hey, this is what we have. Then it actually measures it, and then all of a sudden there's more in the room. And, like David Wilcock used to say, when someone goes to astral project somewhere, or, to see whatever, they go through the pineal and there's a vortex. Imagine this now, there's a vortex. He doesn't say there is. He says, imagine this, there's a vortex and, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden it brings light in from somewhere else. It brings light in through the vortex. No, the field cranks up. It cranks up its energy to help you go where you're supposed to be. The field is like the ocean to the fish, the water to the fish, the medium it swims through. It lives in. It serves. Now it's going to do more, real soon. That's what the Akashic Records is. Folks, that's what's going on. That's why I've tried so hard for so many years to wake you all up, just to see stuff for yourself. And when someone doesn't want to, people leave them alone. Do you know how many people are going to need your help? Y'all listen to me, are wanting to wake up. Almost all of you are going to be teaching others, if nothing else, by example, as you wake up yourself. Freedom is a beautiful, beautiful infectious disease, if you want to call it that, okay? 1 second. fracking idiot. Male energy, spirit made a mistake. Anyway, so much for that. Well, folks, love you. Have a good one. And I just had to get up to say this. I got pushed, prompted, and there it is. That's what I want to leave behind. I want you to have everything you need to do what you need to do or want to do. Everything you need for those of you that want to wake up and become yourself. I'm trying to help. So I'm going to make sure you have everything you need. It's like cleaning your waste paper baskets, mopping the floor. Make sure you have a clean place to be in. And I'm happy for those who have the insight or awake and aware enough to understand I care about you, because I do. So it's hard to be happy when you're cleaning up a mess, especially when you're being attacked during it, but it is nice to feel this way. Finally kind of finishing the job. So y'all gonna have a good time. Anyway, I need to get out of here. I've pretty much said what I wanted to. It's just part of me, it is what it is, but there's part of me that just really wants you to know I care. And it's because you mean a lot to me. That's a normal situation for two people with heart, especially for a person with heart. In or out of body, it's the same. The more you wake up, the stronger you get, the more you see what's going on around you, the more you understand what's really happening everywhere. And most hope is part of source what it is. I was made different. I have due process. I have format. It's like a robot. It's not like a robot. A robot's made to do a certain function. I have heart, for Pete's sake, but it's just those frequencies that are hope. I don't have it. It's do. Go, do, go, do, serve. I was made like that because I was supposed to be a servant. I like to serve, but only when it's right. Love you, folks. Have a good one.